Hey guys, Chris here. So I've shown you guys a couple or a few snares. Now what I need to show you are some snare loops or some nooses. So the first one I'm going to show you, I've always called it the lasso or lasso loop. It's very simple. You take your leading end here, fold it back over against your tail end, and where you created this loop here, you just do an overhand knot and then pull it up through the hole there. Very simple. And then you could either take your entire end and put it through the hole, or just flip around and pull your knot through there. This one is a very fast snare loop, very quick. One issue with it is it can also back itself off. So let me untie this for you and I will show you the lasso loop again. So you take your leading end, fold it back over against your tail end, take this part here, this little loop you made, wrap it around, pull it through the hole. Okay. The next one is the overhand loop, or I believe it's also called the slip loop. So this one, all you do is take your leading end and you tie an overhand knot on top of your tail end. And there's one way to make this one a little bit better, especially if your animal's going to struggle some. So let me retie this for you and I'll show you what I do. So we're going to tie an overhand knot on top of our tail end, and then what I do is tie another overhand knot excuse me, or a stop knot right on the outside of that. That's a very simple one, and that is the overhand loop or the slip loop, I believe. So this next one I've always called the double slip, or the double chuck is another name for it. And let's see, so we've got our tail end here, we've got our leading end here. So what we need to do is take our leading end and we go over our tail end, we go around our tail end, come back down by the side of your leading end here, and then you need to go over and then pull it through. Very similar, except we're not going to pull the knot tight this way on top. We're going to pull it this way. There we go. I had to fix my knot. So it's very similar, but you can see how this knot is positioned a little different. Now you could put a stop knot here if you like. You can leave it as is. It will still work. Has a pretty good snare. But there's one thing I like to do. So first, let me re-show you how to tie the first part of this. So just like the overhand one where we tied the square knot on top, what we want to do is go around it and tie it on the side. And then what I like to do is tie another one. I did that one backwards. Let's go back over the top. I like to tie another one right next to it. So there you go, guys, the double slip or the double chuck. Okay, so for the last one, and this is probably my favorite snare loop or snare noose out of all of them, and there's a good reason for that, is this one tends to not let itself back off. So once it goes tight, it kind of chucks or locks itself down in a way, and it's hard for that animal to loosen it back up. And this one's known as the lark's head noose or the poacher's noose, I believe. So what we're going to do here, we've got our tail end right here, and we've got our leading end here. So we're going to take our leading end, we're going to wrap it, make a loop up here, wrap it over the top of your tail end, and then we're going to go around. You want to bring it over the top of both your leading and your tail end here. Bring it all the way around the back, and then take this leading end and follow. Once you get around here, you want to follow your tail end. So you want to stuff it down through. Apologize about the dogs. And then pull your two ends that tighten this knot up. And there's your snare. And once this is tight, it's pretty hard for me to open this back up. And that's one of the reasons I like this. So let me tie this again for you guys. So we've got our tail end here, we've got our leading end. So we want to take our leading end, excuse me, make a loop, go over the top of our tail end. We want to go around our tail end. We want to go over the top of our leading and our tail ends. Go all the way around. Once you get back to the top, you want to follow your tail end down through the wrap that you just made. And then pull tight on the end that tightens it up. You can see it kind of makes a sloppy X there. And there you have it. That is the lark's head noose or the poacher's noose. So alright guys, those are the 4 simple snares or snare loops I had to show you guys. Hopefully you can add 1 or 2 to your repertoire, or add 4. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. This was Chris.